So welcome everyone to a new session on uh, the year of the soul of the cities. It's the third session in a row, and I'm really happy that we are together again, exploring this very important topic that has impact on all of us on so many dimensions. Uh, we are hosting as Eco-Civilization this event, a whole series of events, and it's a real privilege to be doing that in a collaboration with the Living Cities Research Group. We are a disruptive global cluster of people who care. We hope to create a safe space for engagements, collaboration, innovation, and who knows what else will emerge out of this very engaging space. And we hope to at least get a little sense of the foundation for the evolution of new civilization, maybe understand the past better, and be more engaged for our future. New civilization paradigm, somehow we feel it as something emerging around the corner. Personally, I really feel it, and I'm very much dedicated to this topic since 2011. I often say we're together with Alexander and many system science researchers and mindsets, we tap jointly into this challenge of understanding the civilizational paradigm. How do they occur? What are the leverage points? And how can we maybe directly contribute and steering the flow that leads to a change? So we are all invited to imagine that. In the eco-civilization, we use as a base for our engagement a very simple model, which we're happy to open up for any kind of additional challenges and contributions. However, we see right now our societies, the human communities, human-based communities, as these 5 pillars: beings, spaces, lands, societies, consciousness that includes all the accumulated knowledge and wisdom throughout the history of humanity, and relationship as the key dynamic subsystems, processes that connect these 4 together into a dynamic societies, civilizations, the world as we know it. And of course, the focus of the year of the soul of the cities is on the dynamics, behavior, and essence of our societies. Why this topic really matters? Because we see cities as a living field of relationships, and eco-civilization relationships are the essence, the way how they see them for the next essential enabler of value creation. We feel that cities are the basic living organism in our societies, seeking balance within the greater ecosystem. And we see eco-civilization as a mesh network of subsystems where each is equal among the equals. And we consider cities' inhabitants act as stewardship of relationships, transforming the cities from a space of consumption into the space of communion. So see it really that we move collectively towards creating a garden where we act as stewards with a responsible note. So to encourage today's topic, which I'm very curious how it's going to emerge, and I'll be listening with big ears and heart, is Earth Citizens and Cities with Soul for our one home, Earth, rethinking the notion of home. And while I was thinking about this topic, I'd just like to share one thought with you, is that throughout my life, I associated home with the physical environment, either being a particular space in nature or being a house, apartment, garden. However, I have to admit that lately, the virtual space has created lots of new understandings of what home can be, and many people already consider home as a particular virtual space. So I really wonder how we're going to relate to that in an overall systemic approach of understanding the concept of home. But I will leave it there because I'm not an expert. And as I said, I'll be listening with big ears today, what you will share on this topic. Before I pass the word to Marina, I would just like to say that this is just one of the sessions in a series that is going on the whole year. And the next session will be on January 14th on multiculturalism and civic cohesion, diversity, migration, and cultural integration. So that will be in January. Just briefly, what you can still expect from 2026 as part of the eco-civilization movement, we will add to the year of the soul of the city also the year of AI challenged, where we plan to host 2 sessions per month in an in-depth discussion about all levels of AI, and hopefully bring some interesting views to the table as well. I'm also inviting you all to the Eco-Civilization Summit for the year 2025, which will be on the 21st of January online. So please mark the date. And there are 2 books already emerging, which we hope to launch in the first 6 months of next year. One is the Leadership Challenged, From Paradox to New Horizons, and Mental Health, the Soul of Humanity. Both were the topics of this year, and many different sessions that we hosted on this topic are contributing to the publishing of these 2 books. Well, that's it from my side. So, Marina, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Violeta. And Year of the Soul of Cities is co-organized by Eco-Civilization Living Cities Action Research Ecosystem and the Laszlo Institute on New Paradigm Research. So before I pass my word to the Home for Humanity organization and Rama and Alexander, let me bring also the word from Alexander Laszlo. And please, Alexander, share your views on what's the importance of home and Earth citizenship through the systemic perspective and the perspective of the Laszlo Institute. Maybe a couple of words of greeting and your thoughts about this topic, please.
Well, welcome everyone, and thank you so much. It's what a delight to be here. And I was just also saying together with Rama and her father, who was there, it's lovely. I was just talking to my 93-year-old father yesterday, who started the Laszlo Institute, and very much in the spirit of this engagement. Marina, thank you for the invitation for a few words, and Violeta for hosting and holding this together. The 2 of you holding this and the whole eco-civilization movement, as you have outlined so beautifully, Violeta, this is a time when we need to really, really care for our sense of belonging, our sense of identity, this place, this home. I just took a little screenshot. I'm not sure if you saw what I put into the chat, because I typed into my Google search, home is where, and let it complete it. See what Google came up with those things, and it says all these interesting things. Home is where the heart is. It also says home is where the hatred is. I'm not sure if I understand that. Home is where the bodies are. I'm not sure what that is. Home is where you make it. Home is where I want to be. So there's some interesting expressions here, but it has both the shadow and the light. It's beautiful and interesting. And I think this is where we have a chance to explore what it means to human well. And how do we human well together on this, our home, this planet, this one world? One last thing, I was just listening on my run to Black Eyed Peas, listening as I was running, and I was listening to their song, geez, what is it called? One World. We are one, and it's beautiful. It's like the anthem that we could be. And it is such an anathema to what is going on in the world in many places, such as in the United States right now. It's scary. So here's our chance to really not only walk the talk and live the walk, but to dance the path together. So thank you. I'm going to just with those few words just open this and give a hug to each of you. Wish I could do that in person, but this is also our shared belonging. And as Violeta says, our home right here. Let me do this one little thing which I like to do. So of those who are on the screen here, if you're here, raise your hand. Isn't that great? Where is here? I love this. We're all here. And I don't know where here is, but we're all identified with being here. And I love that. Maybe we'll do this last thing of just holding hands. Can we do that? We'll just put our hands to the edge of the screen. Put the hands out here to the sides, Alexander and Rama, to the sides. Look, you see the edge of your screen? You see how we are? Oh, I got to reach out further. There, I can touch hands. Yay! So we're all kind of like holding hands across the screens. Yeah. All right. Back to you. Big hugs. Thank you so much for doing this. It's important.
Wonderful, wonderful, Alexander. Thank you so much. And today we are co-hosting this wonderful event with Alexander Schiffer and Rama Mani, founders of the One Home Journey and Home for Humanity movement. And it's so important for us today. So as I said when we were preparing to this meeting, that we came across this idea of what is home and what does it mean to feel Mother Earth, planet Earth, as our home? And we discussed this several times with Alexander and Rama, and we decided that it would be a fantastic opportunity to share the perspectives, to feel this. And today I invite us to explore what is home and what is the very notion of home, its physical, emotional, spiritual, relational aspects, also to understand what is belonging. And I also wanted to mention that today is the Global Human Rights Day. And we discussed with Alexander and Rama that the right for home, the right for belonging, the right to relationships is one of the most important human rights. And it's not a coincidence, it's a fact. And it's really important that today we are meeting and discussing this topic. So not to go with the words too far, I'm giving the word and the microphone to Alexander and Rama. Please tell us about your notion of home, about home for humanity, why this topic is so important for you, why you decided to join us and to support this important discussion.